This is Daily Flash with Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Broadcasting worldwide and streaming. Daily Flash. Today's talk, tomorrow's trends.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I am Mitch English, welcoming you to our Daily Flash show. We love having you along. We got today's talk, tomorrow's trends.
So one of the trends happening right now in the world of exercise, and it's happening, believe it or not, in Chicago, Pilates and pistols.
What?
I am not kidding you. These women are taking a Pilates class, and within the Pilates class, they are getting weapons training. So they go from Pilates to a pistol pose and then back to Pilates. And I guess it is wildly popular.
The only way I could see you preparing for that is that one Olympic sport where you have a gun on your back and ski.
Yes.
Alpine skiing, I think is what it's called.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, so it makes it something, I guess, fun, and you're learning something from it. You know, hey, it kills two birds with one
That
stone.
is true.
Hopefully they're not literally killing two birds. With the gun.
Right.
Do they hold like a fake gun?
They hold a fake pistol, and it teaches them how to have a proper stance. So I could see, like, you're using your whole body.
100%.
I would imagine, I'm not a gun expert by any means, but I would imagine if you are good at shooting, there is a certain physicality in your core that has to be strong.
That's going to help you aim straight, number one. And the first thing anybody will tell you about if you purchase a gun is the fact you have to be ready to kill somebody and use, like, you have to be prepared.
Yes.
Like, if you use it to defend yourself, that you're willing to kill somebody.
Yes.
And a lot of that comes with feeling confident when you hold it. So I can see this totally working. Yeah. It's similar to goat yoga.
I bet I've done goat yoga.
Okay, now all I know is, like, the goat will jump on you, or what?
Yeah.
Tell me how it works.
So you go to this farm, and locally it happened here. You go to a farm, and they've got these baby goats, and you get underneath a tent, and the yoga class starts, and they give everybody a bottle.
Yeah.
And that's next to your mat. And then as you start to do the yoga, they allow the goats to come in. They open up the gate, and all the baby goats come running.
Oh, really?
And as you're performing yoga, you know, they will come and visit you, and obviously they're food driven, so you've got the bottle that you can feed the baby goat while you're doing yoga.
That would be relaxing.
Then if you're doing your downward dog or whatever, you could have a goat actually jump on your back, a baby goat.
Our friend
chose you?
Kelly Diedring,
Yes,
Kelly
the goat
Diedring
chose you.
does this.
Yes.
When next time she's in, we need to have her explain more about goat yoga. She said she would love to be able to show it as well.
Yeah.
I think this is a great idea.
I do too.
Especially for women that, you know, you're already doing that. Maybe you want to kind of, there's so many different ways you can do yoga or Pilates and that sort of thing. This can actually kind of jazz it up a little bit.
It's being held at Eagle Sports Range in Chicago, and they recently just started advertising the special classes.
Good
so
idea.
there you go. Let us know what you think. Pistols and Pilates. What is the most unusual exercise class you've ever done?
Well, the goat yoga is
Goat yoga's up there.
I'll figure it out.
Let's take it with James Alexander. He's got our question of the day.
I was just thinking about that. There's a lot I want to say. I want to be careful. I need to see all the women that are in that class.
Okay.
The Pilates and Pistols class?
I know
or the
to stay
goat
away
yoga
from
class?
the Pilates and Pistols
Okay.
class. All right, guys.
James.
So a question of the day is, what childhood snack do you miss? You can't use Pilates to eat your childhood snack.
You have
What
to do
childhood
Pilates
snack
after
do
you
you
eat your
miss?
childhood snack. Childhood snack.
Okay, the not Twinkie. Twinkies are kind of. Remember when they said they were going away? Twinkies,
Yeah,
and then they
yeah,
really
they
weren't.
Yeah.
And they
Ding
everybody's like,
dongs.
Ding dongs.
Ding dongs.
If a Hostess made it, I probably would eat it. So one
Okay.
of those. But what's the one?
Little Debbie's.
No, it was it's Hostess, but it's chocolate and it's got the white cream in the middle of it. I can't. And
It's
it looks
not
like
a
a
ding dong?
cupcake. I thought it was. It might have been called ding dong. I don't know. But
Yeah, I think it's
it
ding dong.
had like a kind of a hard shell
Yes,
on the
I
outside.
think-
It's a ding dong.
okay, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
You could eat a box full of those.
And
Ding dong.
Ding
I
dong.
can tell you the difference about my life now and my life 10 years ago. That conversation we just had would have been completely
that it right
different.
there?
That's the one, yes.
Okay.
It was the
All
ding
right.
dongs. Okay.
Then they had a ding dong cupcake. But
That's
the
the one
ding
I was
dong
thinking
is
of.
the
Okay.
traditional, like, it had a little covering on the outside. Yeah.
You know, wow.
I knew that.
Who
yeah.
would have thought you knew more about those
dongs.
kind of unhealthy snacks than I did? And weren't they saying too with Twinkies and ding dongs, if you leave the ding dong out too long, it will never disintegrate or age
Yeah.
because it's got so much stuff in it?
Isn't that frightening to think
Yeah.
about how many chemicals are, well, you never
That
know.
are inside
Yeah,
of those things.
certainly.
So that would be mine.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if you want to use this for a sound clip, go ahead, get ready. I miss ding dongs.
You know
You get in trouble already.
You know what snack I was so disappointed in as a kid, and it looked so fabulous behind the counter? The snowballs.
I was going to say the same thing.
Those beautiful
You think
pink.
it's
You
one thing.
think it's going to just be wonderful, and you
that the-
taste it, and I was just like, oh.
Did it have a coconut on them?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like a coconut.
Oh.
Coconut,
Yeah.
and it was like spongy. It was
Really?
weird. I hated it.
It looked much more delicious than
Lovely.
cake. Like,
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you back.
Okay.
It's not. I don't even see them out anymore. It's called Bar None.
Bar none.
I remember Bar None. For some
Bar
reason, I
None.
remember
What's
that
in a
name.
Bar
Chocolate,
None.
chocolate wafer, caramel, peanuts, and chocolate coating.
For some reason, I remember the commercials.
Yes, Bar None.
Bar None,
From the
okay.
80s.
From the 80s,
Bar
okay.
None.
I would go.
Yeah. I
Oh,
remember.
okay.
Yeah, it was
okay.
a yellow packet. Yeah.
Yeah. I would go Oreos. I mean, because Oreos
really?
dipped in milk. But the Ding Dong
wow.
comes a close second, though.
Ding Dong?
You know, it's interesting what Oreo has done to reinvent themselves, and that is just
Yeah.
the crazy flavors.
Yes.
And
Yes.
soft drinks are kind of picking up on it as well. They figure they
Yeah.
can just add one little flavor to it and call it a special edition, and they sell it like crazy.
Like crazy.
Yeah,
Flavors and
yeah.
colors.
Double stuff or single stuff?
I actually like those thin ones
I do
now.
too.
And
Yeah.
I hate getting old because I would have. you can't do it.
come
That
on.
two front teeth thing. You're,
I know. Oh, it is true.
you make that face apparent.
Yeah. And dentists love you if you eat Oreos.
Keep them in business.
Exactly. James, tell folks where they can find you and answer this question.
All right, you can go to dailyflashshow.com and click on Sound Off to answer the question. And while you're there, go to our socials and like and subscribe. I need you to like and subscribe to talk to me.
Please do.
Okay?
Yes. Okay, LaGuardia Airport has just debuted its brand new AI hologram concierge, and her name is Bridget. She's an interactive hologram which helps travelers with real-time directions. She's located in Terminal B right near the food hall. She speaks English and Spanish with more languages coming soon. AI will assist support staff during peak travel times, and if you are lost or you're looking for a gate or you're looking for a place to eat, you go and you ask Bridget a question and she will direct you exactly where you need to go.
So she's life size is what it looks like here
Life-size
watching this
hologram,
video.
yeah.
And I would imagine with the AI, they can get them to manipulate to say whatever it is. And is it something you just talk to? You have to type it in. I saw them.
You type in, but you can talk to her.
can talk to it as
so, and then she'll kind of help you try and figure out what it is that you're trying to find or do or.
It's basically a glorified iPhone, which he went right up to it,
Yeah.
and just that. However, that technology that you're looking at right there, they have it where you can do teleconferencing live that way. So somebody could be on one side of the world,
Yeah.
and you're talking to them, and it looks just like what you're seeing. It looks like they're inside this box. That's
Yeah.
the only bad thing about it.
weird.
I saw it at CES a couple years
Yeah.
ago,
Did you?
and it looks very lifelike. I
Right.
mean, all it is a video screen. They're able to make it 3D, but you're looking at a TV screen, and since it's white and you're inside this box, it looks
Yeah.
even more real. But it's also it tells you that we're at an age that where technology is going to be out there, and it's also going to be very comfortable to take care
It
of.
just reminds me of the Tom Cruise movie.
Minority Report.
Minority Report, yeah.
Yes.
I think for me, it feels like old technology.
I
would say, yeah, that technology.
It's like a
Here's the
big
reason
TV
why-
screen, right?
Right. Because for me, all right. So the next level should be I have it on my phone. I'm next to Bridget. She recognizes it. I can swipe it from my phone. It appears on the screen. Then we can manipulate and do it from there.
Yeah.
And she can make suggestions and so on and so forth. Yes, you need to hire me as your consultant. But with that being said, I'm just wondering why they made her look like that. I think she would bring a little hotter. It should make. Hey.
Wait
You know,
till somebody hacks this thing.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
right.
My
Yeah.
gosh, you're
Yep.
right.
Somebody hacks
And
it
what
and
she's
put it.
going to be telling you?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's gonna be
boy.
wearing it.
Hey, why don't you can always ask Andrea. She could be the next Andrea instead of Bridget. You go from B to A, top of the food chain, top of the food chain.
And you say that, yeah, because it seems like kind of old technology. It's just using like a big TV screen to do
That's
it. But
it.
like
Yeah.
nowadays, you can honestly just go to a website and make an AI assistant.
Yes.
You know, I mean,
Yes, you can.
very simple and
Yes.
easy.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
can happen right
Yeah,
now.
you can do it. Go to Claude. Use Claude. You can.
Claude has changed. Have you noticed a big shift from people talking about ChatGPT to Claude? Is it because it's new, or do you think it's that much better?
Oh,
No,
Interesting.
I think what happened with the president and the DOD, that had an effect on it. So people got curious about it. Like I have Claude, I have ChatGPT, and also I have
Yeah.
Gemini. So I go between the three to do stuff, but Claude is awesome.
Really?
That's-
I use
I've heard-
Grok. Grok from
And believe it or not, I'm just old school. I'm comfortable with it, but I'm hearing more and more about Claude.
I thought you were in love with Siri.
I'm serious when I take it around with me. And they are talking about Apple allowing you to change your AI on your iPhone so that you can, if I wanted Claude on here, I could use Claude in lieu of the Siri. Already it gives you an opportunity where you'll ask it a question and it'll say, do you want Siri or ChatGPT to answer? Your thoughts on that we want to hear. Here's our brain flash question. Which country consumes the most chocolate per capita?
Welcome to Daily Flash. Our next guest is celebrity fitness and nutrition expert Obadike. He has co-authored a best-selling diet and exercise book, and it's called The Cut with actor Morris Chestnut. Now, almost 10 years later, he is doing it again with the 10-day flat belly fix. He joins us now with some health and fitness advice. Obi, welcome to Daily Flash.
Thank you so much for having me on your show, Andrea. Thank you.
We're thrilled to have you. And of course, flat belly, you get everybody's attention. There's no question about that. You have 4 simple tips for us. And I like that they are simple because anyone can add these to their daily routine. Let's start with the first one. You say, which we all should do more of, eat more fruits and vegetables.
Eat more fruits and vegetables. You want to get at least 2 to 3 cups of fruits and vegetables daily. Why is that? Because of the fiber. Fiber is going to help to suppress your appetite. Also, fruits and vegetables is going to help to improve the health of your gut. It's going to create positive bacteria in your gut. That's going to help to improve your gut. And also, fruits and vegetables, it really is, the fiber is so essential for every American to get enough fiber, about 20 to 30 grams of fiber daily.
Yeah, and I want to talk to you more about the gut in just a moment, but I want to get through these other 3 points. Focus on protein. I don't know if a lot of people feel like protein's a bad thing, or we've kind of been sort of driven down that particular avenue, but you're saying protein is a good thing, and I've heard that so much lately.
Protein is a positive thing. Number one, it's going to when you're getting protein in your diet, it's going to help to maintain lean muscle mass. Muscle drives the rate of your metabolism. As we age, we atrophy. So protein is going to help to maintain our lean muscle mass. And the more lean muscle mass you have, the faster your metabolism will be. Also with protein, when you get protein, people don't understand that it has the highest thermic effect, which means that 20 to 30% of your calories from protein is burned through the digestion process, all right? So imagine getting 100 calories of eating a protein and getting 100 calories of that, and 20 to 30% of it's gone through the highest thermic effect. So the net gain is only about 70 calories. So that's pretty cool.
I like your math.
It also will suppress your appetite too. It's going to help you become more fuller. And that's what we all want when we eat. Because we all overeat, unfortunately, in our society.
It's true. And speaking of feeling more full, drink water before every meal. I think this is a great point.
Yes, if you drink 1 cup of water before every meal, that will also help to make you eat less food. And that's important. And also, water is also going to improve the health of your kidneys and the health of your digestive system, and help to digest the food properly in your system. So water is a beautiful thing.
I love it. Lifting weights, and this is really important. I think a lot of women are worried about gaining bulk, even though they're gaining muscle when they're doing this. What's your take on lifting weights, and what advice can you give to people who may be a little bit hesitant?
Oh my God, I've debunked this so many times. Women, hear me out.
Yeah.
You're not going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger because you don't produce enough testosterone like a man. Lifting weights is important, especially women who are approaching over the age of 50. They're hitting menopause, their estrogen levels drop, and now they're susceptible to bone fractures, they're susceptible to breaking bones and getting to osteoporosis stage. And lifting weights is going to help to strengthen your bone density. And it's going to help to maintain lean muscle mass. Lifting weights, the result of lifting weights is the fountain of youth. Muscle is so important as we age, and we atrophy. Our muscle atrophies as we age. So lifting weights is going to prevent the atrophy phase. All right. That's why you want to lift weights, ladies. when you're approaching menopause as well too, because you're susceptible to bone fractures, and lifting weights and strengthening the muscle is going to help to strengthen the bone density, get your bones stronger.
That is great perspective, and hopefully that's reached a number of our females in the audience. I want to get to this. Tell us about your search for a focus group and how people can participate and how they might be featured in your book.
Correct, right. So obviously we're doing a focus group on women only that want to lose weight, or they have any gut health issues or stomach issues. And so it's a free weight loss program that would be working with me 60 to 90 days via online. And I will be working with them, helping to transform them. And then the best transformations would be featured in the book and on the back cover of the book. And the book is scheduled to come out next year. So this book is it's really targeted for women, because gut health is an issue with women, and weight loss, of course, is as well too. So any woman that wants to lose weight, is struggling to lose weight, we'd love to have you as part of our focus group, and you'll be working with me, and I'll guide you and direct you and help you lose as much weight as possible in the shortest amount of time, the 10-day flat belly fix way.
I love it. And does it matter if you're looking to lose 10 pounds or 100 pounds, or are you looking for a specific?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Obviously, we're trying to help people that really want to lose a significant amount of weight, at least a minimum of 15 to 20 pounds, because the objective is to be able to create a significant transformation that would make people that would validate that the program works.
Before I let you go, I want to get to the gut question. If you could give advice, one piece of advice to everybody about gut health, what would it be?
What I would say is that the most important thing is try to minimize processed foods. Processed foods is really what creates gut health issues, and make fruits and vegetables one of your primary foods to eat regularly, because that will help to improve your gut health, and will help to also rid any bad bacteria in your gut. Fruits and vegetables, and try to minimize the processed foods, because that is really what creates a lot of bad bacteria in the gut and a lot of gut health issues potentially in the future.
Obadike.com is the website. We'll post this interview on our website, dailyflashshow.com.
From the biggest pop culture moments to the stories you'll be sending to the group chat, El Flash Latino brings the energy, the attitude, and the savor every single time.
Saludos a todos, yo soy Gisela Bouvier.
Y yo soy Fabián Marcano, y le damos la bienvenida a El Flash Latino.
With Fabian and Gisela serving up laughs, hot takes, and pure personality, you never know what they'll say next in whichever language comes out first.
Pero we're in Spanish. Yo soy Isis. There, from
Jump into the show that celebrates culture, comedy, and all things Spanglish. El Flash Latino.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. We got some trending stories here to share with you. It looks like actress Jennifer Esposito, she's revealed that she was actually forced to move from her home she mortgaged to get her movie Fresh Kills all across the finish line. The 52-year-old revealed that she took out a mortgage on her property back in 2024 after she spent 15 years trying to get the movie made. Esposito confessed in a recent Instagram post that she is suffering the consequences after putting her home on the line for her passion project. Sad to see that. I think investors will tell you, never invest your own money. Like, you get investors.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier said than done, but
Yeah.
nobody else believes in it, which she said she did. Then, and that was the risk that she took, and it's unfortunate
Yeah,
she
and
lost her
this
home.
was a project that she wrote, directed, and starred in. So really, it was all on her, and it's a huge risk to take. To put your mortgage your home for
scary,
something like that.
right?
It's very scary. The thing that bothers me, and I don't know if this is her case, is when they start asking you for money and start a GoFundMe, a campaign to help save her home.
There's new angel films. That's
Yes.
getting more and more popular, where people are donating money to studios to actually make good
the movie.
money. Yeah.
And that seems like that might have been a better way for her to go, or to do a GoFundMe to help her make the movie. But now,
Beforehand, yeah.
yeah, beforehand. And again, I don't know if this is the case in her situation, if she's asking for help and for people to contribute to a GoFundMe campaign to help save her home. But I think it's really hard when you see celebrities take to GoFundMe and ask for financial help, because you're living this beautifully privileged life and you can't manage your money,
Right.
and you're making millions and millions of dollars, compared to the rest of us. So how am I supposed to feel bad for you and contribute to a GoFundMe campaign? I don't know.
I think when you look at businesses, let's say you wanted to start a restaurant.
Yeah.
Let's say, would people give you money? Okay, well, I'll give you money. They're going to start this restaurant. And that's what a movie is a business. I mean, we look at it as art by all means, which there had been. I had not heard of it as much as of late, but I remember there was a time where people would go, you give us money, we'll put you as a producer. Or you get to be an extra on, on the thing. And, you know, that's a creative way to bring people in, but it also kind of, well, you're whoring out your program of what you're going to do. Is it going to stay to the integrity of what you want? And usually that's not the case when you get so many people that want to roll and they just bought their role to get there.
It's a gamble. You know, there are so many movies that come out every year that nobody ever hears about, and they're just a handful that actually make headlines, that make a lot of money. So, you know, it is a big risk, you know, and you've got to take a risk if you want it to pay off. It might not. It might completely fail.
And the other way around, you could put no money into something and it makes all kinds of money.
That's the thing that's crazy. Muhammad Ali once joked that he should be a postage stamp because that's the only way he would ever get licked. Well, now the three-time heavyweight champ's joke is becoming a reality.
Oh, cool.
Ali being honored with a commemorative U.S. postage stamp. Ali died in 2016 at the age of 74 after living with Parkinson's disease for more than 3 decades. His family says having his face on a stamp is a chance to highlight his mission of spreading compassion and connecting with all types of people.
No matter where you think or where your stance is on him, he's an incredible athlete and incredible story altogether, and very controversial as well. But I think most people in history have some kind of controversy attached to them. We have to remember that as well. Speaking of fighters, the gloves are now off when it comes to Floyd Mayweather's former landlords, believe it or not. This happened, and it actually has the boxing legend now being sued for more than $330,000 in unpaid rent and damages. Mayweather rented a luxury duplex back in 2024. The landlords claim, that's something you never hear, luxury duplex. The landlord, right? Like you can have your neighbor on a wall, but it's luxury. The landlords claim that he stopped paying his $100,000 per month rent back in the middle of 2025. Lawsuit also claims that Mayweather fell behind on his 6-figure rent in July. That racked up more than $515,000 in payments owed. According to court documents, Mayweather owes about $340,000 in interest and attorney's fees as well. This is a guy that has had way too much money. Like you would hear about him spending money left and right. He probably, and you have a money guy for that. I'm not going to say he doesn't know about it, but you have somebody that's supposed to pay things. If there's some kind of disagreement, that's just going to make you look bad. It doesn't make your money man look bad, right?
In your wildest dreams, even if you had the money, would you spend $100,000 a month on rent? I just,
Isn't that weird?
Unfathomable to me that somebody would spend that kind of money on rent.
On rent, you think that's how much a modern home, I mean a luxury home in some cities as well.
Put a down payment on a condo, and then at least you've got a real estate investment.
I think the only way that they get around that is that maybe if they get it, they can call that a rent tax write-off, where maybe either loss or if it's a business, meaning that's where the business. So maybe that's why. I don't know, but he's got plenty of money. That doesn't seem like a whole lot that he needs to go ahead and pay. That's 3 months rent he hasn't paid.
When you see Floyd Mayweather start a GoFundMe account, that's when we have problems.
No GoFundMe here. We have got more of today's talk, tomorrow's trends still to come.
This is Daily Flash with Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Broadcasting worldwide and streaming. Daily Flash. Today's talk, tomorrow's trends.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash. Today's trends, tomorrow's talk. Before we do anything, let's check in with James Alexander.
Yes,
hello, James.
You're watching us on 219 stations across this great country and American Forces Network across the globe. But if you want to find out where we are in your neck of the woods, go to dailyflashshow.com and click on where to watch, where you will find our local friend today. They come all the way from Columbus, Ohio, WCSN TV. Now, McDonald's is making a killing in Columbus.
They are.
It has the most McDonald's of any city in the world.
Really?
100 McDonald's
in
just
Columbus.
Columbus.
Which is interesting because that's where Wendy's started.
Yes, that's what I was going to say next. That's the other fact. In 1969
yeah.
is where the first Wendy's. But 100 McDonald's, they're making a killing.
No
The only
kidding.
game. They're almost the only game in town.
A lot of these restaurants are going to like the Checkers/Rally look,
Yeah.
where it's just drive-through only.
Yeah.
I'm actually starting to see more Starbucks doing
Yes.
this as
Yes.
well.
They have one in
Because they realize
Sanford.
they don't, want people just sit down.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's
Get in and
because
get
of COVID
only,
and
yeah.
drive-through. People are used to, and they actually use it for that as well. I remember I saw the McDonald's in LA that was for drive-through, but like if you were an Uber driver,
Yeah.
it was very convenient. You just pull up, hey, I got to pick up drive, then you pick it up and
Yeah.
get it delivered.
Get
So
going.
I wonder how many of those are those mini McDonald's.
Probably,
if you will,
I
but
don't-
that's a lot.
Yes,
is a
100
lot.
McDonald's. That's like a McDonald's at every other block.
How many Wendy's are there?
I don't know about how many
Okay.
Wendy's, but I would say,
So Dave Thomas, the reason I know this, Dave Thomas worked for Kentucky Fried Chicken, and my dad
did?
used to work at Kentucky Fried Chicken. He
Wow.
worked with Dave Thomas, so I know a lot about. And he left
wow, okay.
KFC to go and start this whole
Wendy's.
Wendy's, and
Wendy's,
named it
yeah.
after his daughter. And the reason why he went with Square Hamburgers is because their slogan was, "We don't cut corners." And I just thought
that's
that was
smart.
brilliant.
That's
Yes.
brilliant.
And it's probably easier too to
Don't
make
cut
square.
corners, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense that way,
fresh,
right?
Yeah.
really fresh hamburgers
Yeah, I
and
think
all that stuff.
I'm sure they came up with it afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
don't cut corners, but that was Dave Thomas, by the way. Great
Yeah.
impersonation, I'm sure.
John Hamm from Mad Men probably came up with that
Giddy.
slogan.
All right, well, you talk about John Hamm, you talk about Mad Men, you talk about influence in Hollywood.
Yes.
It's amazing, actually, how fast something can go from, hey, don't do that, it'll kill you, to, ooh, man, that looks so cool. You know this, for decades, public health campaigns worked hard to make smoking about as appealing as a sunburn and a hangover all at the same time, right? But now cigarettes are actually popping back up in movies, TV shows, even social media, and in celebrity photos. Some experts worry that younger audience are starting to see smoking as as stylish instead of being dangerous. And the problem is, science, it's not changed. Tobacco remains the leading preventable cause of disease and death in the United States, linked to nearly 500,000 deaths every year and millions of cases of cancer as well. So while Hollywood might be trying to make smoking look cool again, your lungs, they did not get that memo. And I also think this is also all of the same age of vaping. You're starting to see more and more vaping where you just see smoke coming out of it.
Yeah.
And how I was at the Sev the other day, and it's like $7 a carton for cigarettes.
Who can afford to smoke?
Really?
Right?
That's
and
wild.
it goes, it's seven. I remember seeing the sign because I was eating my healthy taquito and a Dr. Pepper because Liza was out of
It
town.
was healthy, Liza. It was healthy.
How about
It was
that?
healthy, Liza.
And I'm looking at the sign, and it says it was like $7 for the pack of cigarettes if you buy two. So you had to buy two at a time for the
wow.
cigarettes. So imagine it cost even more than that as well. But even still, it's amazing everything that we know, and people still smoke, and it's such a horrible and hard habit to break, right?
But Hollywood has a way of making it look
Making things
really
look cool.
sexy and cool.
Yeah, what we all know on TV and radio, there's a federal law that bans, cigarette ads and so on and so forth.
right.
So how do they get around it? This, I mean,
Yeah.
you got to show
You
this.
are right.
Now, I smoke cigars. I do. It is what it is. I take all my responsibilities for it. But yeah, man. I mean,
Don't they say the justification is you don't inhale it, a cigar, you're more like,
yeah.
Yeah.
you don't really. let
It's
it-
still bad for
It's
you.
oh,
still bad.
I'm not
Yeah.
justifying
Hey,
it.
it's like
Yeah.
Chew. Chew has
actually
fiberglass
worse.
in it.
because cigars
Yeah.
are not. There's no filters.
Oh,
in
that's
cigars.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have more Flash coming up. Stay in school. Don't smoke.
You're watching Daily Flash. Time now for The Scene with Doreen.
Today on The Scene with Doreen, I sit down with founding member and lead guitarist of the multi-platinum selling rock band Tesla. With over 14 million albums sold and over 40 years in the industry, Tesla is a force to be reckoned with. They have a new album coming out and an upcoming tour. I can't wait to dig in. Check it out. 40 years Tesla has been rocking the industry, and you have been there from the beginning.
We've been through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of trends have come and gone in music, and gosh, our fans are so loyal, and I'm so grateful that some of those songs we wrote, we just really put a lot of heart and soul into the lyrics, a lot less frills and more more of the soul of the songs, you know. Our singer, Jeff Keith, really was a stickler about writing lyrics that weren't too cheesy. And the guitar playing, you know, I kept it more gritty and simple. And I really couldn't keep up with Eddie Van Halen. I really couldn't. So, you know, I decided to make my own niche and just try to play a little bit slower and a little bit with more songwriting in mind. And the whole band had that mindset.
This all almost didn't happen if not for a dirt bike accident and a broken leg at the age of, what, 10 or 11?
I was really into music, but I didn't really take it seriously until I broke my leg and I was laid up for a whole summer with nothing but a turntable and some albums and a pair of headphones. And my mom, she was very young when she had me in the 60s, and so we were like best buds. She took me to see Jimi Hendrix in the movie Monterey Pop in 1976. And that really made me want to play guitar. So I started playing guitar after seeing Jimi Hendrix in that movie, and then I broke my leg and got into all the 70s albums. And by the time I got out of my cast in 1978 at 12 years old, that's all I wanted to do was be a rock and roll guitar player.
Signs everywhere, the sign, blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the sign?
And you know, I have to say, for being a band that is named after the father of electricity, you really put your stamp on the music industry when you came out in 1990 with your cover of Signs, where you unplugged it all.
It's so true. There's so many ironies in this business, you know. It's really, there's no rhyme or reason to most of it, you know, and usually it's the accidents that end up becoming a hit.
And then your manager comes up with this idea to be Tesla, named after, obviously, Nikola Tesla.
Nikola Tesla, the greatest inventor of the age.
You loved him. What was it about him that you loved so much?
None of us had ever heard of Tesla. Once we started learning about the man being such an underdog and not ever being taught about it or him in high school history class, we thought it was the coolest name on the planet.
Congrats on the new album, Homage.
We wanted to really pay homage to our singer, Jeff Keith, the lead singer of Tesla, and his natural, uncanny knack to sing anywhere from Freddie Mercury to Elvis Presley to Sam Cooke to Etta James to John Fogerty to Bob Seger. Well, not just full-on heavy metal, but man, we can get soulful.
Visit TeslaTheBand.com. Pick up the new album Homage everywhere July 17th. Check out tour dates for the return of the Carnival of Sins tour with Motley Crue and Extreme. And just stay connected to everything that is the talented Frank Hannon and Tesla. And if you want to hear more of our wonderful conversation, visit here. I'm Doreen Taylor with The Scene with Doreen here at the Daily Flash each week. See you next time.
Before you book that next spa day, a new study reveals that just a few hours in the outdoors could be the mental recharge you've been looking for. Check it out.
We're spending more than ever on meditation apps and gym memberships to fight burnout, yet stress levels remain at record highs. Travel and trends expert Jessica Doyle says we're missing a simpler, faster way to recharge.
Research reveals a major nature gap. While Americans are desperate to de-stress, many struggle to actually make it outdoors. And just a single weekend in nature can do more for your mental health than weeks of habit stacking. To bridge that gap, the Eddie Bauer Adventure Club provides base camps in iconic locations like Moab, offering guided treks and curated activities that are ready when you arrive. They even offer gear discounts, so you're fully prepared for the elements. Most people feel a significant mental shift within just hours of being outside. The club simply handles the logistics, so you can focus on the experience and actually get the reset you deserve.
Prioritize your well-being and find your next base camp. For more, visit EddieBauerAdventureClub.com.
For almost 90 years, Child Fund International has been helping children grow up healthy, educated, and above all, safe. Their new PSA invites viewers to see firsthand how Child Fund changes lives. Check this out.
It all connects. The girl who walks for hours to bring home the family's water, the school she can't attend most days, the breakfast she didn't have, the rain that hasn't fallen in months, the danger around the next bend, her little brother's belly laugh, her mother's hug, her dreams of being a teacher, an engineer, the mayor. All the reasons life is both so hard and so beautiful. It all connects, but so do we. For children's sakes, we connect through action, through everything we do, together, so every child can grow up healthy, educated, and safe. And we won't stop.
June is National Candy Month, and the National Confectioners Association is sharing how Americans are celebrating with their favorite sweet treats. Here's more.
First of all, thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to share more about National Candy Month because there is truly no better way to kick off the summer season, especially this year as we get ready to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. We did the hard research, so you don't have to find out Americans' favorite treats for summer. Coming in at number 1 is chocolate. People love it throughout the year, but I think they love it especially in summer in their s'mores. Next up is gummy candy, so those bold colors and flavors that are so reminiscent of the summer. And then rounding out the top 3 is hard candy, so those treats that can really take the heat, things you can bring to enjoy wherever you're going. We also asked people what candy they think best represents America, and one of the answers is taffy, which I think is so representative of the summer of America as people enjoy it on the beach, at the boardwalk, and in so many other places. So again, as we are getting ready to celebrate America's 250th anniversary, we are also celebrating the confectionery industry because for as long as there has been a United States, there has been a U.S. confectionery industry. Chocolate and candy have been so well integrated into the lives of Americans for centuries, and we're getting to celebrate that now. For more information on National Candy Month, visit nationalcandymonth.com, and for more information on the Sweet Land of Liberty campaign, visit candyusa.com/sweetland.
Getting better sleep is key to overall wellness. Actress and wellness advocate Michelle Monaghan is teaming up with Natrol to spotlight a more intentional approach to daily wellness. Here's more.
Hi, I'm Michelle Monaghan, and I used to think wellness was about one thing, an intense workout or sleeping in on the weekends. But what I've actually learned is that it's about rhythm. When I'm well rested, I'm more present, and when I'm more present, I am more me. And that matters whether I'm on set, with my family, or caring for myself. That's why I'm excited to be working with Natrol, the #1 drug-free sleep brand. For me, it's about small habits, putting my phone away, reading before bed, taking quiet moments to unwind, or opening the Calm app for a quick meditation. Those moments really shift how I feel. It's so much more than sleep, though. It's about reclaiming myself and honoring what my body actually needs instead of just pushing through. When I need support, Natrol Ultra Sleep helps me wake up feeling refreshed. It blends melatonin, the #1 doctor-recommended sleep supplement ingredient, as well as GABA and botanicals. And during the day, Natrol Ultra Energy helps me show up and live more fully. It's all about choosing yourself over and over and over again. Learn more at natrol.com.
Across the country are heading into what's known as kitten season, the time of year when shelters see a surge in newborn kittens. Here's what you need to know.
Kitten season is the time of year when the weather is warm and the sun is shining and many cats are giving birth to kittens. Unfortunately, many of these kittens end up in local animal shelters that may or may not have the resources to be able to support them on site. Hill's Food Shelter Love program is incredible because this is a program that provides nutrition to shelters all across America. They have supported over 16 million cat and dog adoptions, and through this program, they provide that high-quality nutrition not just to the cats and dogs in the adoption programs, but also in the foster programs. For people like me and you, when we sign up to foster, we're going to get that Hill's Science Diet kitten wet and dry food provided to us so that when it's time for our kittens to wean, they can be on the right diet that has all of the essential building blocks they need for a long and healthy life. You can go to hillspet.com/shelter to find a participating shelter near you and sign up to foster.
Modern medical advancements are allowing specialists to identify hidden esophageal conditions before they become critical and provide life-saving treatments without invasive surgery. Check it out.
Esophageal diseases don't just threaten health, they take away one of life's basic pleasures, the ability to eat. Northwestern Medicine's Dr. Sri Kamandori and Dr. Amrita Sethi are sharing how advanced endoscopy can detect these conditions early and save lives through surgery-sparing care.
Conditions like achalasia or early esophageal cancer often go undetected because symptoms can be silent. If you experience persistent difficulty swallowing or unexplained weight loss, don't wait. We can now use advanced endoscopy to identify and treat these complex conditions without invasive surgery, radiation, or chemotherapy.
Our goal is to shift care from crisis response to early prevention. Northwestern Medicine opened the new Center for Advanced Endoscopy just outside of Chicago to bring this specialized care directly to the community, helping patients regain their health and quality of life.
To learn more, visit nm.org/CAE.
And now, a great idea for hosting friends and family. Here's more.
Longer days and warmer nights can only mean one thing. Summer entertaining has officially returned, bringing a fresh wave of hosting trends along with it.
The Punch Bowl and shareable drinks are making a comeback. Gray Whale is ensuring vodka fans can join in on stirring up something good with the launch of Gray Whale Vodka. The Gray Whale Surf Rider Splash is vodka, lemonade, sparkling water, and mint. It's easy, lightly sweet, and of course, made to share.
To learn more, go to graywhalespirits.com.
We always want to leave you on a high note, so that's why we want to tell you something good.
Okay, so picture this. It's a beautiful day at the beach in England last April.
Okay.
69-year-old Brenda Ogden walking along the shoreline, enjoying the water, feeling free, but then a strong wave comes crashing in.
Oh, indeed, and it knocks her off balance, and just in seconds, her prosthetic leg swept out to sea.
Oh,
it happened.
My goodness. Well, this was a big deal because this was a custom titanium blade-style leg she'd waited more than a year to get. She'd only had it for about a week, and it gave her the confidence to walk on sand and move through water again.
And search teams wanted to get involved, and boy, they looked, and friends looked. People checked the shoreline for days, but after a while, everyone thought, well, that leg, it's gone for good.
Fast forward 10 months later. 10 months later, a woman is walking along a different part of the coast, about 14 miles away, when she spots something stuck between the rocks. Yep, you guessed it. It was Brenda's leg. A little weathered, salty, but still intact. When Brenda got the call, she said she was over the moon after nearly a year of thinking she'd lost her expensive new freedom.
And this is the best part. I love this. She said it felt like the sea was giving her a gift back. Aww. Sometimes, you actually think about it, we think things are lost forever. All it does is just need time to find their way home. So keep that in mind.
That's right. And if that doesn't make you smile, I mean, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is something good.
We love leaving you with those stories. And if you have a great one, we definitely want to share it with the world. Why don't you drop us an email at flash@dailyflashshow.com. You can even send an article to us of maybe something that inspired you that somebody had done.
Oh, yeah. We'd love to hear from you.
Certainly.
I mean, it's one of those things where we'd like to end on a good note, and that's a great note to end on. Something positive, something feel good.
That's what we're about here at Daily Flash. And if you want to check us out anytime, anywhere you're at, you got internet access to, check out our website. It's dailyflashshow.com.
Even if you have rabbit ears, I bet you could find us.
You probably could find us.
Some way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere
That does
along.
it for us. Be good, everybody.
Y'all take care. We'll see you when we look at you. Bye-bye.